question of the trapezoidal rule. First one, the question given is integrate 0 to 1 x square root x plus 1 dx. So first of all, before we go through, we need to list the a what, b what, and n what. So a is this one, 0. So 0, and b is 1. So n, the question given n is 4. So the formula is h b minus a over n. So then we calculate b is 1 minus 0 and over 4. So we can get 1 over 4. So or over 4 is 0.25. So before we go, okay, in this lesson you just construct the table like this, and then you use the calculator on it. So okay, menu and find table. Just substitute the equation x square root x plus 1. So you just press the equal and then equal step, which is we use 0 and n 1, and the step is the answer from h, 0.25. So you just press the equal and then you find the answer from trapezoidal rule. That's it. You just after we substitute all of the answer into the table, we need to total up all this. 1.4, 1.42, and then you total up this one, 0.2795 plus 0.2795 plus 0.6123 plus 0.9921. So the answer is 1.8839. That's it. Thank you.
1, 2, action.
Hello, my name is Mohammed and I'm from class 144. Today I'm going to talk about Newton-Raphson method. This method exists to get a better approximation of x for a function using a tangent. The general formula for this method.
1, 2, 3.
Hello, my name is Mohammed Ali and I'm from class 144. Today I'm going to talk about Newton-Raphson method. This method exists to get a better approximation of x for a function using a tangent. The general formula for this method is xn plus 1 equal to xn minus f xn divided by f prime xn. This process will be repeated until the value obtained is constant. By meaning of constant is that using the steps will be repeated for x1, x2, x3 until the value of x is constant. Note that you need to show the working step until x3, and after that you don't need to show the working step anymore. If the question asks for n decimal places, the working step must be n plus 2 decimal places to obtain more accurate value. For example, if the question asks for 2 decimal places, you need to use 4 decimal places for your working steps. Now for the example given is x3 minus 5x minus 2 equal to 0. And x0 is 2, and the question asks for 3 decimal places, so we need 5 decimal places for the working steps. So the first thing we need to do is to uh, obtain the value for fx and f prime. The f prime is the x 3 minus fx minus 2, and the f prime you just differentiate to get the 3x square minus 5, and then you just put into the formula. After you put, you need to key in into the calculator. It's very simple. You just need to key in the equation in the calculator and press the solve button and put the x0 value, which is 2, and then just press the equal button to get the to get the x value, which is the x1 2.57143, and then you just repeat the process, show the working steps until you get a constant value. Until you get the constant value, the x4 is 2.41421, and the value for x number 5 is 2.41421, and the value is constant. So the most accurate value for the x is 2.414, which is in 3 decimal places. That's all for me.
I'm going to teach you about solution of non-linear equation. Okay, first we're going to look at the equation, show whether the equation have real roots. So let's say the equation is x square plus x minus 3 equals to 0. So we break down the equation to obtain one quadratic equation and one linear equation, and we draw the graph, and the graph will be like this. So this is y equals to x square, which is quadratic, and y equal to negative x plus 3, which is linear. So we're gonna take a look at the intersection point. We can see the first intersection is here, and then the second is here. So there is two intersections. So thus it means that it has two real roots. Next, the equation. Exponential the power of x equals to ln x plus 1. And I drew the graph here. So there is no intersection point, which means is no root between them. Okay, next we're gonna move to this question, which is using sign change, show whether there is real roots. So if the question asks like this, we can see x cubed minus 24 equals to 0, where x equals to 3 and x equal to 4. Why? Why we gonna take a look for the sign change? Because this is the graph for the equation, and we can see that when x is 3, that the root is negative, and x is 4, the root is positive. This is why it means that there is root between that, which is this, that touch the x-axis. So first, we're gonna substitute we're gonna let the equation, let fx the equation, and then we substitute the x equal to 3 into the equation, and x equal to 4 into the equation, and we obtain the opposite sign for the answer, which is negative 1 and positive 36. So since there is opposite sign, thus there is a root between 3 and 4. And next, the equation sin pi x per 2 plus 3x minus 2, where x equals to 1 and x is equals to 2. So it's the same method, we just substitute the value of x into the equation, and we obtain both of the answer in positive. So since both of the answer is positive, there is no root between them. And lastly, we're going to take a look at this equation, which is estimate the point of intersection of the graph. So we must estimate the point of intersection, and the graph is y equals to x to the power of 2 and y equals to 3x minus 1. And first we draw the graph like this. This is for x power of 2, and this is for y equals to 3x minus 1. And we can see that there is two intersection point, and we can take a look that the intersection point has roots between 2 and 3 and 0 and 1. So we must estimate that the nearest point that we can see, which is I can estimate that this point lies on the x-axis 2.61 and this lies on the 0.1. So the x, so this is the estimated value. So that's it from me. Thank you.
Application in real life.
Estimation ocean currents. Modeling combustion flow in coal power plant. Spaceship shuttle tank separation. Electromagnetic. Curve fitting of tabular data. Calculator that you can use.